Hello, FleetReadyFam. Welcome to FleetReadyGaming. My name is Savat, and welcome to our new series, Roadmap Madness. Today's episode is going to be the first roadmap update for 2023, and CIG has made some very interesting claims with this update. A lot of it has the community in a pickle. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so let's start from the top. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Every 2 weeks, we accompany the roadmap update with a brief explanation. Can't talk today. With a brief note to give you insight into the decision making that lead to any changes. This is part of an effort to make our communication more transparent, more specific, and more insightful for all of you who help make Star Citizen Squadron 42 possible. With that said, let's go ahead and dive into this week's roadmap roundup. Notable changes for February 8th, 2023, Alpha 3.9. The upcoming release of Alpha 3.18 brings important advancements to the technology behind Star Citizen. The highlight of this update is for persistence entity streaming, which represents a monumental effort from our engineering teams. We are eager to share this update with more players soon and are thrilled about the improvements it will bring. To ensure server and client stability in Alpha 3.18, both before and after launch, our team has decided to extend the 3.18 branch for an extra patch cycle. This will allow us to address any issues that may arise. As a result, the next update following the release of Alpha 3.18 will become before Invictus launch week and will feature a variety of new and exciting content you can read about below. Although this update will be designated 3.19, it will be built on the 3.18 codebase. Our production teams are currently evaluating the feasibility of integrating originally planned 3.19 content into the 3.18 branch. The items we are adding to the release view today are subject to change and additions. Nonetheless, we want to share our tentative goals as of now, with potentially more updates, changes, additions coming in the roadmap updates ahead. So as you could probably guess, this is the big controversial topic of the patch notes. A lot of people are confused on why this is taking so much time for CIG to get 3.18 out the gate, and whether if this means the PTU is going on longer or whatnot. From what I've read and from what I understand, this is saying, 3.18 is still going to be launching here soon, but that, they want to continue doing work on the core features before locking them in, before a new branch of the dev code is opened up for future patches. I can see why people definitely have their alerts up on, what this means. Is this, something that's bad? Is this going to hold back content? And it potentially could be, depending on how far certain content has been made on the official 3.19 branch, code branch. But overall, I feel like they shouldn't have too much issue with getting most, if all of it, over to the 3.18 code branch, but that's just my own opinion. And until we hear more, we will have to wait and see. Moving on, the release view. Lorville Cityscape. Reworking Lorville skyline to better fit the scale of the city and its distinctive buildings. Can't wait to have this in. I'm super excited to be able to freely fly around across Lorville without a area restriction, and to do races and check out the new building tops, be able to land on top of them. And then, at some point, hopefully later this year, the new building interiors, being able to go inside and do missions just like we're starting to see at Orison. Super exciting stuff. The new player experience. an initiative for improving the initial first 30 minutes gameplay experience, which will help players understand the context of the world and introduce them to some of Star Citizen's basic features. This update focuses on the experience in Area 18 and Bikini Point. That will be definitely nice, especially since it's been a long time since we've had a new player experience. As CIJ have mentioned in the past, they had to update it every time previously to keep up with the new features that were rolling out, and it just became unfeasible. Hopefully, this won't have the same issues now that a lot of the core basic features of playing the game are in. But we shall see. Hopefully it's intuitive and makes for a good experience. New mission, salvage contracts. With more civilian access to salvaging ships, contract brokers are offering salvage jobs for derelicts around Lagrange points around Stanton. These brokers charge a fee for their services, so this will require some buy-in, but the contractors are free to keep any salvage material for resale. So that will be very interesting. I'm curious to see if this will change the current style of salvage we're seeing in the PTU at the moment. Because currently you can go to any, asteroid belt and find entire Hercules series ships, several of them just floating as wreck sites, and you can fill up a vulture at least quite easily. So it will be interesting to see if that changes at all and, what we can expect from that in the future. We also have another new mission, Ghost Hollow PvP mission, adding a new mission type to the Ghost Hollow point of interest in the Stanton system. Making use of the comm array as well as AI nav mesh, this mission type will create PvP encounters where players will need to fight for control over terminals for a chance at a big credit payouts. I'm curious about how big a big credit payout is. Are we talking like an event level? Are we talking about top tier mission? And also I'm wondering what sort of reputation you'll need to have to get access to this mission as well. Can't wait to hear more about it and see it in a future ISC or SCL. Progress Tracker. Due to some format changes to the data we use for the Progress Tracker, our update for both upstream and downstream teams in 2023 needs a bit more time to get sorted. You can expect these updates to come in subsequent publishes. And that does it for this week's roadmap roundup. Interesting. So, a lot of uncertainty. It was quite a small patch roundup. I'm interesting to see what they're holding back, and mainly if their teams just haven't got it all sorted yet. Apologize for the cat in the background. And yeah, and what exactly this 319 and the 318 code branch will mean for the content we're supposed to be getting, and how much of a pushback for some of that it could potentially be. Let me know your concerns and thoughts in the content or in the comment section below, and yeah, let's have a discussion about it. With that being said, we're going to end the episode here. Thank you again so much for joining me for this video. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm spread our channel throughout YouTube and lets people know we exist and we're providing content. And if you felt like we earned it, please consider subscribing. We're a small channel looking to grow. Our goal is 100 members by the end of the year, and we're currently up to 31 members. So give that a thought over. With that being said, yeah, thank you so much, and I guys hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.